Hello, beautiful people. Can you hear me? I would love to hear if you can hear me because my last live, y'all couldn't hear me. Just please let me know if you can hear me. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking and you won't be able to hear me. आपको सुनाई दे रहा है मैं जो बोल रही हूँ? प्लीज टाइप करना अगर सुनाई दे रहा है. No, there's no sound. Why is there no sound? Settings. Can you hear me? Hello, hello, Vanch. Can you hear me? I don't think the sound is coming through. Mhm. I just want to confirm again because my last live, just now when I tried it, I don't think you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Just type I can hear you if you can hear me. Type I can hear you if you can hear me. Type I can hear you. Then I know you can hear me if you just type I can hear you, because even the last one I did, the sound isn't there. So strange. If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Hello, everybody. Type I can hear you because I don't know if you can. Okay, good. You can hear me. Oh, good, good, good. I can hear you. Excellent. Okay, that's good. Because the last live I did, I realized later after I did the live that there was no sound at all. And I wasn't looking at the messages. And so, you know, I, so the whole thing was without sound. So that's not good. We don't want that, right? We want everybody to hear the messages, the beautiful messages coming through. All righty. All righty. So today everybody's a bit quiet. There's not that many people today. Maybe it's a bit late, or I don't know. Who have we got here? I'm going to wait to see how many people arrive. And once we have more people, I will start the live. So be patient, my lovelies. Let's just wait for a few more people and then we will start, okay? So happy to have whoever's here. Happy to have you here. Hello, beautiful people. Oh, who have we got? Have we got enough people now? Got enough people, then I will start the live. But so far, there's only a few today. Anyway, welcome to everybody who's here. Thank you for being here. How's everybody doing? How is everyone? Who have we got here? We have L? Is that what it says? Hello, 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 everybody. How's everybody doing? What's going on? How's your Sunday been? What did you do today? What are you going to do today? So today we're just going to see what is coming through. You know, what are the divine messages coming through for all of us? What guidance does the universe have? I'm trying to read what you'll have written. My gosh. I can't quite read it. The weather's, it's raining. I don't know if y'all can see, but it's raining. Can you see? It is raining outside. I don't know if you can see that. Can you? But it has been raining for a while now. It's like the rain just doesn't want to stop. I suppose that's the nature of life. Everything is constantly changing, and things will change. Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome. So, we're going to wait for a few minutes and then we're going to see what messages are coming through for all of you beautiful souls. What does the divine want to share today? What do we have for all of you? I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. This is a really cool deck because it has, I'm going to move this actually, because it has like the tarot cards, but they also have like an oracle message in them. So that's interesting, It's a mix of both. So let's see what is coming through for everyone. And if I can't read your comments, forgive me because the laptop is turned in a way where I can't quite see the comments. I wish they were on the left-hand side. I wonder if you could do that. Shift it to the left-hand side. But I don't think you can. But I will try. I will try and read. Okay. What was I going to say? All right, let's use. This is also a really cute deck. This is the Dreaming Way Tarot. Oh my gosh, my hands look very strange from this angle. But anyway, this is a Lenormand deck, which is interesting. Then we have the Moonology deck, which is also one of my favorites. I love the Moonology deck. All right. Let's open this deck. Let's get this to find the right place for everything. Let's put this here. Okay. I think I don't know where everyone is today. Today, everyone is, I don't know where, but anyway, we are here. So I will pull out a few, messages for all of us. So let's see. Hello and welcome to all my beautiful souls watching this and listening to this right now. Let us see what beautiful guidance is here for everyone. And I will be focusing once again on, what energies are unfolding for this new year. Starting from now, though, what energy is unfolding right now for all of us? What have we got coming through for the collective, for everybody who's here? Um, and I'm asking for specific guidance for everybody who's here. May everybody who's listening and watching um, receive a specific message for themselves. That's what I want for all of you. Okay. Yes. Can you hear me? All righty. Let's see. Ooh, the first card we have is wisdom. And wisdom is something we all need. Like, it's so important. Look at the light coming out of this book. It's so important to seek wisdom, and receive that guidance from the divine, because when we get caught up in our own minds, then we can't hear the divine messages coming through. And remember, your mind, I just saw this post of Mother Mira's, and she talks about how the mind is where that creates the fear, is where the fear is. But when you are listening to the divine, when you trust in the divine, then the fear disappears. So it's so important to understand all there really is light. Like it said, it said all there really is light, and that we are divine, and that when we seek and when we surrender to the divine, then our human mind cannot take over our lives. Our mind can come up with all kinds of nonsense. Okay, it's a tool. Now you can either use it to be constructive, or you can listen to the destruction. But you are the master of the mind. It's like you are riding this chariot, like the mind is the horses that are running, and you are the charioteer. So you've got to decide which direction each thought is going in. You can't just let your mind drive you here and there. Okay, because it does. Like, if you give in to your mind and all the thoughts that come up, you can go absolutely crazy, right? Am I right? Like, our thoughts can really, and some thoughts can be so difficult and so destructive and so painful and so fearful that they can ruin our lives. So we don't have to give so much attention to our thoughts. Instead, we need to learn to be wise. We need to acquire divine wisdom, divine knowledge. And here you have the Eight of Swords, which is a card of um, sorry, the Eight of Wands. This is a card of everything kind of falling into place. And as you can see, she's looking at a shooting star. And this star is like, I feel like this is some kind of sign of a better future. This is some sort of sign, when this person looks up at the sky, and there's this sign that shows up saying that, look up, look up. Everything's going to be all right. Look up. You're safe. Look up. There's hope in this world. Look up. There's so much more than what you're experiencing right now. And there's magic in the air, and there is magic all the time, all the time. I was just, we're looking at this plant we have. We couldn't, take the whole plant with us. So we took a little cutting of the plant, and we just put it in water, and that plant has grown so many more leaves, and it is flourishing and it's thriving. And that is the nature of life. The nature of life is to thrive. And so understand that you're part of that energy, and that things are falling into place for you. I do see this as a great sign of, you know, things happening for you, things that you want happening in your life, beautiful things unfolding in your life. There's a sense of great hope and peace, and like another um, dimension. It's a whole different experience from how you've experienced your life so far. You're elevated. It's an elevated field of existence, and this elevated field is, it's pure magic, it's purely divine, and it's it's um it's hard to really grasp. It's hard to describe in words. That's what I'm seeing, like a whole new world, a new way, a new shift of it's like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain it in words. It's like a whole different paradigm. It's not even a paradigm. It's like you've shifted into a totally different view of life, and it is a magical view. You're entering a magical world. It's no longer this normal, like mundane world that we live in. It's a magical world that we're entering, okay? Because there's some sort of knowledge, there's some sort of divine revelation which is coming, okay? Because I can see that with the wisdom card. And this divine revelation is going to take us to a different, uh, yeah, a revolution, an evolution. It's an evolution of our being, and we're stepping into a magical world. Like we're actually seeing the magic as it actually exists in the veil, like whatever's been covering our vision, that's been covering our view of this magic is going to drop. Suddenly you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can see. Oh my gosh, all this time I was blind. All this time I was just looking at some picture that was not actually the reality of life. I was just looking at this distorted picture which was put in front of my eyes. But that is going to drop, and you're going to see how magical life actually is. And it's like, how do I explain this? I'm like falling short of words, because it's something so profound, it's something so powerful, it's something so um it's nothing anybody has ever experienced before. Not anybody, of course, elevated enlightened beings know this already, but now, like, just common people who've never experienced that are going to start experiencing that. And I use common in a very, like, generic way. Nobody is common, everybody is a divine soul. So that's the kind of energy that's coming through, and suddenly it's going to be like, whoa, oh my gosh, I can see now. Oh my gosh, that's what the reality is, not what I thought, not what I was, the illusion that I was looking at. It's not the illusion. The reality is a magical, beautiful existence. Okay, let's see what else. Just gonna make this less bright. Spiritual strength. Look at that. Wow. Spiritual strength. That's what I'm talking about. There's like a sense of that. Look at the power behind, this person. That is what is coming to the forefront now. Spiritual strength. And it's going to be really, really, really powerful. Then we have justice. There's a balancing that's going to happen. It's a huge, huge adjustment that's taking place, in life and in this world, and in our perception. And the truth will be told, and it's going to lead to a lot of happiness. It's going to lead to this, the 10 of cups. This is a card of, oh sorry, what is this? Maybe this is the four. I get confused with this deck because it doesn't have any, like, normal signs on it, but I think this is the Four of Wands. So there's going to be a great sense of security, a great sense of home, safety, family, togetherness, oneness. and there's like this beautiful rainbow. Can you see? Like people are going, there's going to be a revelation, a huge revelation. This almost feels like a sci-fi movie. But that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing. Something very profound is going to take place. It's like suddenly everybody's going to wake up, and they're going to see the truth of their divine nature and the truth of everybody else's divine nature. Then we have rest and rejuvenate. This is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of healing, and this has come up before as well in my readings. And so you see, this person is sitting and meditating. So the world is going to lean towards spirituality, towards becoming one with that divine truth, and becoming one with nature, one with our essence, one with all the beauty there is to share. And what else do we have here? Yeah, so beautiful. I love this message. There's going to be a sense of community, a sense of oneness with everyone rather than the separateness is how we have been living so far. You know, that me, mine, you are this nationality, you are this country, I am this, I'm this religion, you are that religion. A lot of those things are going to start falling. They're going to start crumbling. We're seeing them crumbling already. We're already seeing those types of things crumbling because it keeps everyone separate. And rather than separateness, we're going to embrace togetherness, oneness, community. And we're going to focus on the things that are, beautiful and powerful within us, which contribute to each of our lives. All the gifts that we've been given by divine love, they're going to come to the front. And more and more people are going to realize this. That's what I'm seeing. More and more people are going to realize this. And with this realization, there's going to be more harmony in the world. That's it's beginning. It has begun, even though it feels like it hasn't. Even though it feels like the worst is happening right now, it is actually just. It's like it's in that place where it's crumbling. It's coming to an end, and that illusion is fighting to stay alive, but it's falling. Like, doesn't the world seem more and more bizarre? Like it in life, you're like, really, this is life. It's just getting more and more unreal, more and more ridiculous, more and more like, come on, this can't be reality. So people's third eyes are opening. Look at that third eye chakra. People's third eyes are opening, and they are now looking inwards into the truth. When your third eye or your sixth sense opens, oh my gosh, you really see. You see dimensions. You see multiple, it's like when my Kundalini awakened. Okay, it happened to me spontaneously. I didn't try and awaken it. And I want to give everyone a warning here. Anyone forcibly trying to awaken their Kundalini, please don't. It is very dangerous. Okay, it is very dangerous to do that, because if you are not prepared and ready for your Kundalini to awaken, you can go mad, you can completely lose your mind, because the amount of the download that comes through, and it's not from anything that you can imagine. It's like dimensions upon dimensions, you know, um, lifetimes upon lifetimes. Just like it's so unbelievable and so incredible. And if that hadn't happened to me, I wouldn't have believed it. But it was unbelievable. Okay, I was breathing in ways, my breath, it took on another, like, it I can't explain it in words. It's like I was breath, and it was just flowing through me, and it was that energy was flowing through me. My body was moving in certain ways which I wasn't moving my body. um, I was going through lifetimes, like in a tunnel, and I could see into the future. As it is, I have that gift, but I'll give you an example. Like during this time when my Kundalini awoke, and I am not trying to encourage you to awaken it, okay? I actively stopped it from moving within me because it had become too much. Like my mind and my body was not ready to receive the amount of energy coming through, the amount of downloads coming through. It was like a million people talking to you all at once. I could hear languages that don't exist in this world, but they were actual languages, okay? And um, uh, I was a bird. I was that animal. Like I could fly, and it's hard to explain. It's so profound. I was going to a friend's house, and I'd never been to that house before. And I was sitting in meditation, and all of a sudden, I just saw the door open, and it was this person's house, like in my meditation. And it was an unusual house, not something that's normal, like a normal apartment. And it had like this library covering all walls, like up high up into the ceiling. And that's what I saw during my meditation. And when I went to that house later on that day, I opened the door, and it was exactly that which I saw in my meditation. So I mean, that happened to me anyway, but it was happening a lot more during this time. And what happens, this is what happened to me, is my sense of I was disappearing. Like I was losing my identity as a human being, as a person, like me, Shilpa. This is who I am. This is where I live. It was all dissolving, and my ego was not ready to let go. My ego was not ready to let go of um, my identity yet. I wasn't ready. So even now, and I was going into yogic postures. I have done yoga twice in my life, okay? And I'm not good at yoga. But during my Kundalini awakening, my body was spontaneously going into yoga asanas. And I could bend, and I was like, my body was going in directions that I could not do in a normal state, okay? And it was like the downloads were coming to me of all this knowledge that has existed, that exists, right? And it was very scary because I couldn't handle it. It was too much that was happening. And what also happens when your Kundalini awakens is, this is what happened to me. It would lock my body, like my neck would lock back into a position because the flow is adjusting whatever energy is in your body. And like if you let it take over, like I didn't know in the beginning because I'd never heard of this. First of all, I didn't know what a Kundalini awakening was. I'd heard about it, like Kundalini and all that, but I didn't really know anything about it. And then I was just like, what is happening? And I started reading up, and then I found account after account after account of the same experience that I had. And but I actively stopped that energy from moving through me because I know that I haven't reached the state of evolution that I need to, spiritually, to handle the immensity of what was coming through. And like this yogi explained very well, he said that it's like, basically it starts from your mool dhara, okay, from your chakra. And it's like all your desires, all your pain, everything going straight to your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, sorry. And that's very dangerous because you haven't worked through all your chakras yet. You haven't gone through and released a lot of things that you need to release. And so it's like this insane explosion. Like I say, it's like putting a million watts through a 1 watt bulb. It's going to explode. So be very careful, and please don't go by like the West. I'm sorry, but they come up with all these trends and they have no knowledge of what they're doing. And it's really sad because I don't think they actually know that it is real. I don't think they actually know that this is a real thing, that when this energy is awoken within you, oh my gosh, it's like all hell can break loose. And you have to tread very carefully. Only siddhas, like people who are very, very evolved, all our gurus and saints who have done the work to be able to handle it, they can handle it. A common person who doesn't know how to handle their emotions cannot deal with a Kundalini awakening. They first need to truly do the work in this life plane, overcome so many types of things, you know, renounce their ego and so many things that they need to rise above, and then you can handle the Kundalini awakening. Please don't try and do it, okay? Don't don't do it. Even if you've been doing yoga for years, it doesn't matter. Like, what are you as a person? Are you able to handle your emotions? Are you able to deal with your day-to-day life and be really, really graceful and evolved? If yes, then maybe you can begin to explore that, but otherwise, please don't. It's very dangerous, okay? I just felt I had to talk about that. Whoever, somebody needs to hear this, because I see all these things online. Oh, come and do Kundalini awakening yoga and come. And if it, like for me, it happened spontaneously, okay? I wasn't asking for it. If God forbid that happens to you, oh my gosh, I don't even want to. Please don't. Okay. Talking about the crown chakra, look at this. I just got the deck and we have the crown chakra here. Wow. And we have this card. It says hope. And there's a light, that is coming through the palms of this person's hands. And I feel that it's all about service. Like, what are we going to give? The service from our hands. What are we going to give? And that is our light. How are we going to share this light with the world? And if we're going to operate from our crown, then we truly, truly are connected to the divine. We truly are connected to that oneness, that incredible infiniteness of the divine. And that is what will truly heal and help the world, Yeah, my gosh, you never know what comes through during these lives, but I just get on here and let it come through. And of course, this is not for everybody. My lives are not for everybody. They're for people who are seeking that, um, the truth, not just fluff, you know, not just fun and games, but true, deep revelations and understanding, and are willing to walk on that path and improve themselves and rise higher. Look at that balance, balance. These messages are so clear that we as humanity really need to find the balance in us. And look at that, the waiting game. This is a two. Again, twos are about balance. And we've waited a very long time. We've been waiting. Everyone's waiting in their lives, waiting for this, waiting for that. When this happens, when that happens, when I have that, when I find the person. Stop waiting. Enough waiting. Just start being present in this moment and truly getting the value out of this moment, because this is your life. And what happens is people just live their entire life waiting, and their whole life goes waiting, because what happens is you get the thing you want, okay? Within a very short period, you start getting used to it, and then it doesn't have the same value that it did when you got it. Then you're on to the next thing. And then again, you're waiting, and your life is passing you by. And the true wealth, the true gift is the now, is this very moment right here. Such a relief to know that, right? And finding the true gifts that are all around you, but you're ignoring them. Why? Because there's that illusion that's tempting you in the future and saying, when you get there, then you'll be happy. Has anyone, you know, sustained that? I'm not saying we shouldn't have a vision we must have a vision for our future. We must be dedicated to our life path and dedicated to living the best and loveliest and highest life we can. But at the same time, stop waiting. Start taking action also. Like, don't wait to become perfect. Don't wait, just start. Okay, and enough time is wasted. Don't waste time, because once it's gone, you ain't getting it back. But it's a paradox, of course. I say time is an illusion because it is, scientifically it is an illusion. It's just a human measure, but there is certainly a rhythm to the universe. The sun rises, the sun sets. That rhythm can also change, right? But there is a rhythm, and there is a time to do things. And according to that rhythm, you think, you know, right now you might be young, okay? And you think, oh, I have all the time in the world. I don't care. This is your gift. The time you have right now, the age you are right now, what you're capable of doing right now, what you feel inspired to do right now, it is your gift. You don't understand, because as you grow older, as you are less and less capable of doing what you do right now, you have thrown away the gift of youth. You've thrown away the gift of this precious time that you have. Don't waste your time. Do what you can do, and do it now. Do it now, because if you leave it for later, you'll suddenly, life will have passed you by, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I thought I had all the time in the world. So there's a time for things. Do it in that time so that you can get the best out of your life. Don't stop waiting for this, waiting for that. Okay? I know when you're younger, you don't understand what it means to feel older, or to um, you know be in a different category of what you can and cannot do. Like, for example, I'll tell you, when I was 25 when I got a job in Emirates Airlines. Okay, and I am so glad I did it when I did it, because I was physically capable of doing it. I was at that time of youth in my life when I could truly enjoy all these different countries. I could truly enjoy the shopping I did. I could enjoy seeing all the different places I saw. And the maza, the joy, the fun that I got out of it, it's not the same for me today, because today my priorities are different. Today my life has shifted from what do I want to consume to how can I serve. Like, what gives me joy today is not what I can have. I'm not saying I don't like wonderful things. I don't say it's not, it's less about that. It's way less. The joy truly today for me is about, what can I offer others to help them to make their life better? How can I be of service in this world? And that doesn't attract me as much anymore. I mean, uh, I've seen a lot already, and my, as you get older as well, there's you know what you could walk for 8 hours the whole day. Now you can do maybe 6 hours. I can still do a lot, but what I'm trying to say is, don't take it for granted where you are right now, and do things, make the most of it. All right, and even if nothing's working out for you, don't stop. I went through a huge period in my life. No matter how much effort I put, no matter how many people I talked to, no matter how gifted I was in what I was doing, it just wouldn't work out. It just wouldn't work out. And speaking of, have you heard of astrocartography? It is about where you your lines. I am not, I don't know that much about astrology, but I know the basics. And where your lines run through, your planets run through certain places, give you a kind of your life is, it moves according to that. So the best line for your planets to go through, like, is Jupiter. Okay, that line, if it goes across any place on the map, according to your time of birth, and um, your place of birth, your date of birth, you can then see which is the best place for you to live, where you're going to prosper. So sometimes you're hearing this for a reason. Like, I didn't know about this till very recently. But if you find you're extremely stuck, okay, and no matter what you're doing doesn't work, no matter what you're putting in, no matter how much effort or work you put in, you just can't succeed and things are not working out for you, you need to check out your astrocartography map, okay? And you need to see which are the best locations in the world for you to live in. And check that out. Go and find out more about that, because I'm telling you this so that you don't have to wait 20 years later to find out. I'm telling you now. Go and check out which is a place that will suit you the most, where you will most likely succeed, where you will have happiness and, friends and love and all of those things. So learn more about that. I'm learning myself. So whatever I learn, I will help you understand. But astrocartography, it reveals to you where you will flourish, okay, which part of the world you will flourish in. And like where your Saturn line goes, if you have Saturn, like I have Saturn in where I live. And so for me, where I live and where I was born is a very challenging place for me, and it is extremely difficult. So I found out that Saturn runs through this place that I live in, and that's why everything is so much more difficult. As soon as I moved, every time I have moved to certain places in my life, everything works out really quickly and really fast and really well. So I'm not just talking from like whatever I'm reading, I'm talking from experience. I've seen the change. I've seen how it has changed when I've moved to certain places. Everything becomes easy, everything falls into place, everything, like the success I have is far more and like way greater and faster than anything that happens when I'm in the place that I was born. So look into that, because it is a thing. It is a thing. That's all I'll say. All right, let's see what else is coming through for all of you beautiful souls. Recognition and reward. Wow. Wow. This is so powerful. But remember, as you are recognized, humility, stay humble. I think a lot of people now are lacking in humility. That doesn't mean you let everyone walk all over you, but be humble, okay? Humility goes a long way, and accept it with grace. Accept. And another thing I want to say is, people find it hard to take compliments as well. Like if somebody says, "Oh, you're really good at that," people are like, "No, no, 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 no. That's so sweet of you. I'm not so good at that." Own your gifts, own them. Don't shy away from them. You can be humble, but you don't have to deny it. If you are gifted at something, own it, claim it, be confident about it, because it is your gift. It's been given to you. So that's what I'm seeing, recognition and reward coming through. Um, wow, the universe. Beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. Wow, love this, love this. What I'm seeing is, I'm really seeing, like I said in my last reading, feminine energy coming up. And like I said, it doesn't matter how you identify, what gender you are. I'm just talking about the general feminine energy, which is nurturing, loving, um, is the womb of creation, and does it in an effortless and loving way. That's the energy coming through. And so I think, in your lives there's going to be this revolution of evolution, of operating from grace and operating from peace and operating from care, in what you do in your life and how you go about your life. That is the energy. And just know that you are the universe. You are the universe. That's what you are. You are the universe. I was watching this thing about how, the sun and all the planets, the sun has the ability to keep all the planets together, and it's going around, the the Milky Way, it's our galaxy is no, the Milky Way is going around the galaxy. Sorry, I might be confused, but you know what I mean. It's like hurtling through space. We feel like we're sitting here and everything is still, but we're hurtling through space at such immense speeds. So if you're feeling stuck in your life, know that you aren't stuck. You are moving at, you are hurtling. You're a space traveler, my friend. You're a space traveler. Okay, you are. Oh my gosh, you're moving so fast that it's like at warp speed. You are moving so fast. So every time you feel stuck, I want you to remember this, that you are actually hurtling through space. It's just relative because it's a matter of how big it is, right? Like from here, we cannot see the largeness of this universe. We cannot see the largeness even of our galaxy, of the Milky Way. We can't even begin. We can't begin to understand how vast it is. And that it is moving because it's so big. It like, because it's such a huge spaceship we're sitting in, we can't see how fast we're going. But you are, and it's all relative to how big the object is or how big the space is. So look at the bigger picture of your life. Like, what is the vastness, the bigness of your life? And if you were to understand or look at your life from that bigger picture, you would understand that you are moving at warp speed. You are moving so fast. There's so many things going on that you cannot see, but they are going on. We cannot see sitting here how fast we're going through space, but we are. No doubt we are. So understand, in your life, the same thing is happening. Even if you're sitting there feeling like nothing is happening, I'm just stuck, everything is happening. You just can't see it because you have a limited viewpoint. You cannot see beyond just what is in front of your face. So that's where you need to open up to like the hugeness, the incredible, like we can unfathomable infiniteness of who you are and how you're hurtling through space and your life as well. It is, it's huge. It's huge. It's so big we cannot even understand. And why did I just sound like if you know, you know? Anyway, so let's get one more from this deck. I think I should have used a tarot deck, but anyway, this had beautiful messages. Temptation, that's the devil card. Temptation. Okay, that is the illusion tempting you to believe that you are stuck, to believe that you are in one place, you're static, and it's trying to keep the light away from you. Can you see? It's trying to hide the light in this card. It's trying to put its hand on the light and cover it to make you believe that that's the scene, like this hellish scene. But no, that's not the scene. The scene is that you are the light. The scene is that your life is the light, that you are a part of something so big, so grand, so incredible, that you you are divine. You are divine. You are so vast and so incredible. And with your human sight and human eyes, that's the devil. It wants you to believe you are stuck, limited, and that life is full of fear and anger and hatred. But that is a lie. That is a lie. The truth is that we are all divine, innately divine. And some people have forgotten. Actually, a lot of people have forgotten their divine nature. And that is a tragedy. But we need to reclaim that and understand that is who we are. Okay? All right. Let's see. Wow. Material and spiritual prosperity. What's so beautiful and that I love about this card, and I've said it before, is that it doesn't just say material prosperity, it says material and spiritual prosperity. That is when we truly have all the wealth, because we are wealthy from within. we are aligned with our divine nature, divine frequency. And so we are not only consuming, we are also giving. We're generous. We want to help the world. We want to heal the world. We want to share our gifts with the world. And that is where it is headed. Okay. And you can claim it right now for your life that you are a spiritual divine being. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is all about juggling. We need to stop juggling. We need to start becoming one. One. We are one. We are one. One with the universe, one with each other, one with the truth, one with harmony, one with abundance, one with love, one with just blessedness, one with purity, one with miracles. Just start identifying yourself like that. And then when you become one with all these things, you then see them in your life, the oneness. And then here, look, new beginnings, brand new beginnings. You have had a long walk. You have walked a long way. But now you have reached the beginning. You have reached the precipice. You have reached this new world. You have reached this new understanding, this new identification, this new identity, this new reality, the truth actually of who you are and what really is going on. And your divine eyes, your inner sight can see it now. Because, like, what is that? Is it a hymn? Is it at first I was blind, but now I see? Oh yeah, amazing grace, amazing grace, I was blind, but now I see. And so you're gonna see now. You're gonna see the revelations of divinity in your life, which are so profound and so beyond anything material, anything that you're craving that you think is going to give you happiness. This is a joy yet unknown. This is a joy so brilliant, so bright, so powerful, so beautiful, so immense. It is indescribable. It is touching heaven. It is being heaven. It is experiencing heaven, and it is sharing heaven with everyone else. Those are the messages I have for you, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed them. And I love to hear what you got from it and how you felt about it. And thank you all so much. I'm sending you so many blessings, and may you have the most beautiful year. And just, it begins now. It begins now. And sending you light and love and healing and peace and true abundance, and being surrounded by loving beings, and and understanding your true nature and who you are. You're a powerful, incredible, magical, spiritual, divine soul. And okay, my darlings, take care. All my love, all my blessings, and I will talk to you again another time. Bye, everybody.